हमारे साथ है लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स की ग्लोबल फैमिली। साउथ अफ्रीका और वेस्ट इंडीज के इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर्स जिन्होंने लगा दी है LSG की टीम में 4 चांद। बहुत सारी बातें करनी है डेविड, एडन और शमार से। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। What do you feel about, being Killer Miller?
Well, I'm not really a killer, so, but I do enjoy it.
Who spends the least time batting the nets?
I would say Aiden. For sure, yeah. Aiden spends the least time.
When someone young comes into a team and they really are looking up to you guys for guidance or for support.
You obviously care for your teammate, be it younger guy, slightly older guy.
That seems to be a running joke.
You care for each and every teammate. So
I'm only 31.
You're just old in the game. That's
Yeah.
You look like younger.
started young. He
You're old in
started
the
young.
game.
We have David, Aiden and Shamar with us. Welcome guys. How are you feeling today?
Very good, thank you. Yeah.
My first question is to Shamar. Have you been around the city? Have you been to any places in Lucknow? You're saying you don't get out of your room also.
I have only went to the mall, which is close by to the stadium, the Phoenix Mall. Actually, my mindset is just in the square of my room.
We know your story of coming from this very small place in Guyana to to LSG, and then the great time you had at GABA. Can you tell us more about how this journey feels now when you look back? Like, how has it been for you?
I think it's a journey that is quite hard to explain, but at the same time, I'm enjoying it whilst moving forward. First off, getting to reach a lot of new people, new faces. I know David from CPL. I know Aiden from international cricket. I've played probably 3 times against him. Aiden is not a guy that talk much, but if you do ask him a question, he would definitely share his idea with you because he have that time, he make that time. Miller is just chill. He's just cool, always funny, a very funny fella. And these guys is just give you the open mindset that you could be free to have conversation with them. They have been around IPL for years. David's probably been there for like 13 years, I guess.
You're giving off my age, yeah.
Yeah, Aiden probably into his 8 or 9 years too. So I always find time to ask questions that I could be able to learn more and understand what the IPL is all about. Because years come, years go, it will change moving forward. And that's just me. I'm just trying to be open up. On my journey, I'm just trying my best to enjoy it whilst moving forward because moments like these, you have to take this opportunity while they come. So I'm just trying to enjoy it whilst moving forward. My experiences.
Even though you guys are, the seniors in the team, you guys, this is your first time with LSG for both of you, right? Unlike Shamar, who's coming back. So again, what has been the experience with LSG, with the team, with this new season?
I've actually really enjoyed it, to be honest. Played, I think this is my 4th team in the IPL, and you go to different teams, there's always different dynamics, and it's about meeting the different players that you play against, and that's the platform that the IPL presents. You got the overseas guys that you compete against internationally and see how they operate and train and prep, and then obviously the local Indian guys, there's immense talent here in India, so it's just really cool kind of having that combination together, and then I suppose experiencing different cultures through the different cities that you go to. So it's been good.
I've enjoyed it a lot. It's been quite relaxed, which I think helps the players. I think sometimes, obviously in IPL, there's a lot on the line and a lot of pride that goes into the competition from top to bottom, and to get to a team where it's really relaxed, really chilled out, I think helps the team. So I've enjoyed that. Obviously hospitality and things like that is always really good in India. So all in all, it's been a really good time so far.
Now that we have Zahir, Justin, Rishabh, Nikki, you guys, David and you as the
The older guys.
The older guys, the leadership, the seniors. Okay. My question to this is, everyone has a very different personality when we look at it from the outside. What I'm curious about, what is the team meeting like? When the bunch of you get together, is it like a clash of different personalities, or you guys get on the same page very quickly? How is it?
I'll answer that. To be very honest, there's no meetings.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's been, like Aiden said, it's been very relaxed and very chilled. The guys obviously we had our camp before the IPL and nailed down some game plans and how we wanted to play as a team. And then once we started playing, there hasn't been any meetings. So yeah, there's no meetings.
A lot of the conversations will happen on like an individual level. So it'll be like the coach to a specific player to help them grow, to ask questions, stuff like that. So it's not always collective, but there is still those conversations happening, but probably just more on a individual level and keeps things a lot more relaxed, I feel.
At LSG this time we have a great opening order, and it's you and Mitch. People have been talking about how Mitch is such a funny guy, so I wanted to ask you what has been your experience. Are there any funny stories you want to tell us, because people would love to hear those.
When we're out there in the middle batting, as we do as cricketers, you doubt yourself. You're never sure if you've got the goods to deliver on the day. So him and I joke a lot about that. We like watch other guys just whacking sixes in the other games, and we just hope we can sort of get the odd boundary here and there, and then he sort of explodes and does his thing, and we just end up laughing about it. So it's very light-hearted, breath of fresh air to bat with. It's not too tense. It's not too like full of pressure and stuff like that. So yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed batting with him and spending time with him off the field as well. It's been great.
And when it comes to the middle order, we have Killer Miller, and that name has really stuck, right? In India specifically, you're one of the people very popular. This name Killer Miller is something we all talk about. Can you give us the origin story of this? How did it come about? How did it happen?
I scored 100 against RCB, 2013 I think it was. And in that innings, I think I hit 25 or 26 in the over, and it came up on the big screen in the crowd. They had the crowd on the big screen, and there was a sign, Killer Miller. And I think that's where it started. So I think the commentators then just picked up on that, and then it kind of ran from there. So that's where I think it started.
But do you enjoy it? What do you feel about being Killer Miller?
Well, I'm not really a killer, so but I do enjoy it, but it's not something that I really think about, to be honest.
You would not have called yourself Killer Miller.
No, I wouldn't have.
That we're very sure of.
Yeah, but it has definitely stuck, and it is what it is.
How does it feel to be someone who now people look up to in the team, or people who actually come to for inputs?
For me, I find with the younger guys, as I've gone through my career, obviously you're always looking up to the older guys. Now I've kind of fallen into that category to kind of help the younger guys, but I've actually found I've learned a lot from the younger guys as I've got older. Just the way that they think about the game, and there's a lot more fearless cricket, committing to their shots, playing a lot earlier, high risk cricket a lot earlier in their innings. So for me, that's something that I really enjoy. It keeps you fresh, and always reminds me that you're never really at the top of your game. You always have to keep working, keep adapting through your career. So yeah, I've really found that it is a responsibility, but I actually quite enjoy just being that guy that if people want to chat to, they're always welcome to have a chat and talk cricket. I think ultimately, the end of the day, for me, technique has never really been my forte. I actually like tapping into how the guys think and the mindset around constructing an innings and how you go about it is what I really enjoy. So yeah, it's something different.
I want to ask you, Shamar, Marsh, Markram, Pooran, Rishabh and Miller. From most to least, can you rank who spends the most time in the nets batting?
Rishabh and Pooran.
Spend the most time?
Yes, they spend the most time batting in the nets.
Who spends the least time batting in the nets?
I would say Aiden. For sure, yeah. Aiden spends the least time. He just get in, get what he needs, and then head out.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
Of course, okay, you have two of your teammates here, but other than these two, who are the people you have the best time within the team? Are there people who you call friends, or you really can't get enough of?
If I'm being honest, I don't leave my room.
You don't leave your room?
Only when I'm going to the gym, I will meet up with David or something, Aiden in the gym. Brodsky, that's my gym mate, so we actually go to the gym together. Pooran, we only catch up when we need something to eat.
So, you're making me very
and
clear.
that's it. Yeah, so I'm just in my room.
Pooran and Shamar, the DJ, boys on the bus.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so we listen to a lot of Caribbean
Caribbean music.
So every time you're in the bus, is the two of you who playing the music, is
Yeah,
it?
well, most of the time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Most of the time.
And all of you enjoy what they play?
Yeah, it's always upbeat, so it sort of lifts your mood, I guess.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the boys active. Just get a little rock, you know, you be in the bus, that's sulky, and you know, you feel tired. You know, nobody want to leave to go training at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's time for everyone to sleep, so we just try to keep it chill. And I think that, you know, everybody's just getting into the culture. They even know a lot about the Caribbean, because he played CPL for quite a few years, and he know what our Caribbean style is like, and you know, he know what it's like. So I'm hoping that Aiden would join us sometime soon too, so he could actually get to, you know, enjoy and understand what the Caribbean is like.
To that, Aiden, I wanted to ask you that, this is a place where you see young people come in, and really they take a lot of inputs from you, information from you, and you see them growing. So my question is that what was your first experience playing with Shamar? Okay, and secondly, when you see someone like him, do you feel a sense of responsibility, or how do you approach when someone young comes into a team and they really are looking up to you guys for guidance or for support?
I think the first time we played against each other was it first a T20 or was it first a test?
T20. Yeah.
T20 first. Obviously he bowls fast, so as a batter it's not always fun to face, but he had that massive X factor and able to sort of win a game on his own, and that's a great sort of attribute to have as a player. So that obviously stood out at first, and then you sort of shake hands after the game and you try to get to know the person a bit better, and that's probably the thing that stood out most for me about Shamarh is hell of a friendly, hell of a warm person, and great to have conversations with. So through that and through the few times after that we played with each other, it got stronger and stronger, and you obviously care for your teammate, be it a younger guy, slightly older guy.
That seems to be a running joke.
You care for each and every teammate, so that's maybe where a bit of responsibility comes, but I think that sort of comes naturally to most of us.
Yeah. And David, as relatively older guy, what are your feelings about this? I'm sorry, I have to jump in on this.
I'm only 31.
You're just old in the game, that's all.
You look much younger.
Started young. He started young.
Started young.
No, I'm 35.
Do you have any sweet or crazy fan stories? People have reached out to the internet or personally, because our people are famous for that. They do big gestures.
I actually got a gift, like a present, that was sent, and this is, it's not where you think it's going, but anyway, so the reception phoned me and said there's a parcel that's sent, so I said bring it up to the room, and it was a box, so I opened it up, and then there was a box within the box, then I opened it up, and I think it was probably like 6 boxes,
And you kept opening.
and it got into this like little, kind of like a card. It was weird to explain, so like it had different sides of the card, and there was a letter basically saying how amazing I am. And it was quite creative. It was very arty, and every box had different colors and different stickers, and I think there was probably a lot of hours spent designing this box. But for me, it was probably the most crazy gift I've ever been
And
sent.
this person was a fan of your cricket, or was a fan girl of you?
I think both, to be
Both?
honest. Yeah, I think both.
All right, okay, I love that answer. Okay. Questions coming from your fans, basically. Okay, David, you became a dad recently. So how has that side of life unfolded for you?
It's been a massive change to me in my life. I think, I'm 35 now and just had my first baby. So, had a a good 15 years, a long run of no responsibilities. And now there comes responsibility with a life. And I think, my mindset in the short, he's only 10 weeks old, so very fresh, but there's so much more to life than, as Shamarh said, it's just a game of cricket and we all want to win, we all want to do well, really well and perform for the team, but at the end of the day, you can only do your best. And if it's not good enough on the day, then there is more to life than that, and there's a lot more important things. So for me, it's just a different perspective. But it's been amazing. I've really enjoyed it. I've got my family here with me. Like I said, he's been 10 weeks now, so the first 8 weeks, I think I was 2 weeks with them at home, just because of travel and everything, and so decided to get them on tour with me. Just nice to have them alongside me. Yeah, so it's been good.
Okay. And this is for Aiden. Like when fans check out your social media, we see pictures of cricket and pictures of your wife. The oldest picture is on your social media is with her from December 2014. Okay, so you're out with her and you're drinking something from 2 metal teapots. So we want to know, is there a story behind it? Was that your first date?
Yeah, it's just a normal picture, I think. I'm not too active on social media, so I don't know too much about stuff like that. But I think the picture you're speaking of, is a restaurant where we used to stay called Primi. That's what it was called. And they made like a really good teapot drink. Yeah, we'd often go there because we enjoyed it. So that was probably just a picture from one of those days.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes
There's
sense.
dope in there.
We have a very quick rapid fire round for you guys, and after which we'll wrap up the interview. I'll start with Shamar. Okay, there is an image that has been popularized for you, where we get to know that Shamar loves food. Is that true?
Yeah. I love food.
Somehow the impression is, in India we say Shamar bhukkad, that means Shamar loves to eat. Okay, and my questions are very specific to that. Okay, whatever you eat goes down as clean food. Then what are you eating from morning till late night? Let's go.
So actually, I don't actually eat breakfast.
Okay.
To be honest, I eat lunch. Chicken pasta alfredo for lunch. Chicken tikka for dinner, with mashed potato.
That's it.
Sometimes some chicken burgers too. Just to finish off.
And that's typically every day, is it?
Most of the time, yes.
One dish you'd serve your opponents to make them retire mid-match.
Oh, that's a tough one, boy.
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken, yeah. True.
This butter chicken really has
everyone's
an
favorite.
image.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone loves butter chicken.
Which teammate has the weirdest food habits that made you say, oh, why are you like this?
Puran.
Puran?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Puran just eat anything, to be honest. He doesn't have a daily routine on what he wants to eat, but just what comes to his mind, he just can't eat.
Thank you so much, Shamar. Quickly, I'll move on to Aiden. Okay, my first question is, when you're at the crease and the crowd at Guyana is roaring, what's the one sound you still hear clearly?
I don't think it's one specific sound. I actually don't know. Sometimes you don't hear too much of it. Like you get into your own little zone and bubble, and it's always like background noise, I guess. But it's hard to put one specific sound to it.
Your song request for the DJ at Guyana Stadium for when you go out to bat. If you had the choice, what song would it be?
It'll be an Afrikaans song from South Africa.
Yeah.
So the guy that sings it, his name is Appel. Boer loop deur my are.
Most unexpected bromance in the LSG squad this season.
Matthew Breedske and Ashun Kulkani.
That's a great shot.
Who in the squad do you think has leadership potential written all over them?
I mean, each guy is quite unique, but I quite like the way Abdul Samad thinks about the game. So I'll go with him.
And who is the most intense player in the team this time?
Most intense player, probably Bishi. Yeah, he's quite like upbeat and full of energy.
Okay, David, quickly, your questions, okay? You walk into the dressing room after a win. Who's leading the music and what's playing?
I actually don't know who is leading the music, but there's a lot of Hindi music. And then, as I said, when we get onto the bus, then the Caribbean style takes over and they just smash those speakers out.
Can you tell us one behind-the-scenes thing fans don't know about Rishabh Pant as a captain?
I need my teammates here to help me out.
He sleeps a lot.
Sleeps a lot.
Good at table tennis.
That is true. He's very good at table tennis.
Oh, is it?
I think he's a table tennis champ. In the team room, there's table tennis, pool table, all that. So the boys are playing until early hours of the morning. He's probably the best at table tennis. He hasn't played me yet, though.
Who's winning LSG crunch games? Be honest.
Well, the top three batters have been phenomenal. So Aiden, Mitch, and Nicky P. And then Diggy has come in and bowled phenomenally well. So I think overall, probably those top three batters for me.
And my last question is, what is on Killer Miller's hit list next?
I'm probably going to change a nappy.
Thank you so much, guys, for your time. We had a lovely chat. I am sure the fans will enjoy. Thank you once again.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thanks very much. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.